YouTube have some really dark videos that you may have not seen. When I say they're dark and creepy, they are very dark and creepy. But let's get into this guy named Robert, a guy who likes to skate and have fun on his free time. Now, just looking at Robert, he don't look off. It looked like he wouldn't do nothing out of the ordinary, right? Well, that's me judging the book by its cover, which I shouldn't. So he goes to this bar and he raps. And in his freestyle, he said something. I would want to play it, but he cursed so much and YouTube is not gonna like that.
I killed my buried that in the dirt. And I'm out because the cops trying to look for me and I don't.
So this is what he said. I murdered my B and I buried that B in the effing dirt. Now when people rap, they always say all types of wild stuff.
We gon' pull up with them sticks and hop out with them choppers.
The people in the audience, as he was saying it, was looking concerned, was like, you know, shaking their head, but like, whoa, like relax. And they kind of believed him.
Well, we're inside this bar, the King Eddie bar, and this is where Camus was standing when he did this rap version. And I guess the big question is, was it a confession?
Now they found a car. In his car was a shovel, dirt, and red stains in his car. They did a DNA test on these red stains and it belonged to a girl named Amanda. This was Robert's girlfriend.
We're talking about the missing woman, Amanda Custer, who has been missing for more than 10 days. Who held authorities at bay while he was holed up unresponsive in his gray Toyota Prius. Then finally, 5 hours after the car was spotted by LAPD, SWAT used tear gas to fish Camus out of the car. He was then taken into custody, but there was no sign at all of Custer, 31, in the car.
But a neighbor came out and said, I saw my neighbor, which is Robert. It looked like he was carrying a body that was not alive, obviously. He put it in a truck. Now, there's something y'all have to notice. Me editing here, hi. But they studied this guy every step the day Amanda went missing. Everywhere he went, to every person he talked to. They checked every camera just to see everything he done that day she went missing. But there was a big problem. There was a 5-hour gap where they couldn't see him at all. So they believed that during this time, he put her body somewhere, because still to this day her body cannot be found. And a lot of people are thinking maybe she's trafficked and she's not dead at all. He somehow, some way sold her.
They put you up for sale.
Yeah.
Where?
On the dark web.
They put you up for sale on the dark web.
Yeah.
The starting price for the beautiful model, $300,000.
And were people making offers to buy you?
Yeah, he said there's already a huge interest in you.
Not only that, he didn't confess to murdering her, but a lot of people do believe that this was accidental confession as he was in the bar just freestyling, having fun with it. He didn't mean to, it just automatically slipped out because he was caught in the moment. Had to interrupt. Shout out to all of y'all for having y'all snacks. I know who y'all are. Y'all be DMing me and go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
Now, this video is absolutely weird. I have not seen nothing like this before with a pool. It's creepy.
וואו, יש בולען בבריכה, קררה. מישהו צילם את זה? הטיקטוק
Now, some companies are renting out this villa for some employees to have fun and enjoy their time in this pool area, and they enjoyed their time. It was around 50 employees there having a good party here until something strange started to happen with the water in the pool. So the lady decides to pull out her phone because what she's seeing is so weird. And soon as she hit that record button, the sinkhole in a pool. I was not lying when I said I've never seen nothing like this before. This is terrifying. All of the floaties, all of the water starts to go inside of the sinkhole and just disappear. There's a reason why people are starting to panic, and there's a reason why that guy who's falling and why he's dangerously close to the sinkhole is because there is 2 people who's actually inside of there in trouble. Out of the 2, one of them did survive. Somebody managed to pull him out, but one person was not lucky at all. So firefighters came in and they wanted to explore this hole, but this hole was deep. Really deep. And they did eventually find a body. I don't want this to become a new fear for y'all, but it took them 4 hours to try to find this guy, and he was deep under there. And a lot of people say they never seen nothing like this ever happen. So it's crazy that you can enjoy life, not think of anything, and then the craziest thing just happens that you can't even, like, I would have never in my life thought of something like that. A sinkhole in an underground swimming pool out of nowhere. Now, this is a story that I've been wanting to talk about for the longest time because this is the weirdest story ever. Y'all know when I'm weirded out, I do get goosebumps, and I don't know if y'all can see that, and I got goosebumps. Now, there was this manager who was in this building working the night shift. This place is located in Taiwan. It's an hotel. And this whole building is completely silent. He all of a sudden hears a noise. It's a mother with her child. He never seen her before. She doesn't look familiar, but she says, "Only here to meet a friend." This man began to become very concerned because she never came down. He'd never seen her again. The last time when he seen her, she went inside of an elevator with her child. So what he decided to do out of curiosity is look at all of the cameras, the CCTV footage of what happened when he last seen her and what happened that whole entire night. And what he seen was very weird. Now, yes, what you seeing is actually what you seeing. She went in the elevator in this panicky situation. She tapped the button, floor 11, and she took off her clothes along with her child clothes and left the elevator.
At the end of the night, the woman didn't come down.
Wait, what?
She went to the 11th floor that led her to a staircase that would either lead her to the roof or to the bottom.
And they still haven't found them?
They still haven't found them.
They couldn't find her? And still to this day, they can't find them. They have never found both of them.
Now, this footage is very grainy. It's kind of hard to see, but the man decides to record his phone, and you can see the two walking up, which only can means that they're walking up to the roof. I know this is giving you deja vu vibes of that other case of that girl who's in the elevator and she was found in this water container.
Elisa Lamb from Vancouver, Canada is missing.
Keeping her here. Her hand movements are very strange and erratic.
Like she's conjuring a spirit.
It makes people wonder, is there something evil going on here? It just blew up.
This completely much more weird than that, I'm telling you right now. And we all thought that was weird. Now, they checked this whole entire building, outside of it, everywhere, and they thought she unalived herself along with her child by jumping off of the roof. No sign. Now, if there's no sign of red stains, nowhere on the ground, no sign of anything, that means that they didn't jump. That did not happen. Something much more weird and darker happened. All of their exits have cameras. Everywhere that you exit this building is a camera, so it's no way that they left the building. And they went back and over just to make sure that they didn't miss anything or them leaving the building. They never left the building at all. So of course, this can only mean one thing. They have to be in the building. So what do? Check everywhere in this building, went door to door, every nook and creek. They tried to do everything that they possibly can to try to find them, but nothing. Not only that, what's so crazy is nobody even said they heard them. Nobody even said they saw them in this big building. The only thing that the police can find during this search is, of course, the clothes that she left in the elevator, the moped that she drove here to this building, and a suitcase that was leading to the roof. The suitcase is completely mysterious. They gave no clues, no evidence about this suitcase at all. We don't even know if this suitcase even deals with this case. So we have to go with our thoughts and theories about why was that there. And the reason why I said this case is even much more weird than that other case that's kind of similar to this with the water tank is because they remember that a girl was found dead in a water tank, which was that girl that I'm showing y'all now, and they checked the water tanks, the water pipes, and nothing. She's not nowhere in this building, and they searched for years, literally years. Now, this has freaked so much people out in this building that remember I said she pressed the 11th floor? No one lives in the 11th floor no more. Everyone is completely terrified to live there except for one family. They're like, everyone left, everyone moved out, they're scared. We're not. We're just gonna stay and hope nothing happens. but everyone left the floor because there are theories and how people actually believe that certain floors in certain hotels and buildings and apartments and places to stay you shouldn't be on.
I'm gonna play the Korean elevator game.
Don't look at her or speak to her. She isn't human. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
The elevator game is a creepy paranormal game from Japan. They say if you perform this ritual correctly, you will be able to go to another world.
There's TV shows about it, movies about it.
A woman may get in. Do not speak to her. Don't acknowledge her at all.
So people just think they are stuck somewhere because of this floor. And now something else that's terrifying, of course, is they have dogs waiting for the smell to hit, but no smell, of course, no sign of rotten or decaying. Who is that friend that she was talking about that she said she was gonna see and meet up with? And if you can't smell nobody decaying, that means that they just had to leave the building. They had to leave the building. But at the same time, it's like she couldn't, because this was her first time ever being inside of this building. She didn't know that there's cameras in every single exit, meaning if she was to exit this building and not being seen, that's very, very extremely strange, because like how? And if she was to sneak out this building without being seen, how did they not been seen ever again? You gotta understand, this is one of the biggest, creepiest, mysterious cases in Taiwan that ever happened. It's so big that everyone around the world is literally talking about this, or talked about it when it did happen. It's just my first time talking about it because I recently seen it and it terrified me.
I just started off in your world. Yeah, I just started off with your bitch.